Good day everyone. I am Akash Verma and I am basically PG student in tunnel engineering from Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University, Pune, India. I would like to thank SYTA, ITAYM and TAIYM for giving me opportunity to present here. My topic for today's presentation is dynamic analysis on effect of blast induced vibration. Now let's move forward for content. These are my contents, which includes introduction, factors influencing blast, seismograph, objectives of the present study, design parameters, model overview, result analysis, study constraint, conclusion, references, which are further discussed in upcoming slides. Starting with the introduction, tunnel is constructed considering the fact of expect the unexpected means there is chances of uncertainties like different geological conditions or any water ingress or any other uncertainties. As we all very well know, drill and blast is basic excavation methods which is widely acceptable due to its applicability like in remote areas where their other techniques cannot be utilized. Drill and blast is widely accepted. Blasting creates ground vibration which adversely affect the surrounding if exceeded certain limits. So for this purpose, authority always decides the maximum vibration limits to account for. Considering this fact, I have worked on vibration record which is achieved by seismograph to analyze and model in the software RS3. My design will be validated by observing actual blast on site through seismograph. The study will aim and model the effects of ground vibration due to blasting. Factor influencing blast vibration. As we very well know, tunnel is constructed in geological strata, that is geology. So it is very important factor which influence other factors also. Blasting in tunnel is also depend on geology as we require for blasting its strength, fractures and other parameters. Next, angle of drilling. Angle of drilling is the angle at which we drill the hole, which is dependent on the cut we utilize like burn cut, wedge cut or any other cuts. Depth of hole is mainly dependent on geology. If we encounter weak geology, we generally take less depth of hole for per blast. If the geology is strong, we generally take a higher depth of hole, but it must not exceed the certain limits. Jar factor or powder factor is dependent on the amount of muck we excavate and the explosive amount we utilize. Delay time interval. It is the interval between two consecutive blasts in the same time. Type and quantity of the explosive means it depends mainly on geology and the type of explosive like whether it is emulsion or powder form or any other form. Also depend on the how much amount of explosive will be needed to excavate particular amount of soil. Next is blasting pattern. It generally depend on the how much amount we need to excavate and what is the strength of the rock. Also, the which cut we adopt for blasting, wedge cut or any other cut. Overburden is mainly depend on how much ground strata is above the tunnel surface. So it is also important to know about it while designing the blast. Seismograph. This instrument is utilized to monitor ground vibration and acoustic due to blast. As in the figure we can see this is the main seismographic instrument which is connected to geophone and microphone. Geophone is generally utilized to monitor vibrations, while microphone is utilized to monitor acoustics. The output of vibration are in the forms of PPV, that is peak particle velocity, or displacement or acceleration. For this work, I have utilized the peak particle velocity for the study. Objectives of the present study are as follows: inspect the vibration induced due to blasting. Second, to investigate and model the propagational characteristic of blast-induced vibration. And the third is analyze the effect of vibration due to blasting in tunnels. For modeling the tunnel due to blast vibrations, these are the design parameters which I have utilized. First of all, I would like to discuss about the geological strata, which includes the soil in top layer, and other three layers are basalt. Tunnels are located at the bottommost layer, and monitoring distance is about 170 meter from the tunnel face. Now coming with geological parameter, as we all know, geology is most important as it influences overall design of tunnel. For this purpose, generalized Hooke-Brown criteria has been utilized in this design. Initial condition of strata are as follows. For all type of strata, field stress and body force has been implemented, and unit weight of soil is as shown, that is 0.023 mn per meter cube, and for basalt 0.028 mn per meter cube, all type of basalts. Next, for stiffness, linear isotropic condition of material has been applied, for which the properties are as follows. Poisson's ratio of soil is 0.15, and for basalt we can see that different basalt is having different Poisson's ratios, like second layer is having 0.27, third layer 0.28, and the final layer has 0.31. Similarly, Young's modulus of soil is 12,000 MPa, and basalts are as follows: 20,000 MPa, 25,000 MPa, and 30,000 MPa with the respective layers. As we discussed earlier, rock mass strength is designed by generalized Hooke-Brown failure criteria. Material properties include as shown in the table below. Let's discuss by one layer. First, for soil, material is used as plastic. UCS is 50, GSI 38, Mi, which is material constant for intact rock, that is 10, and disturbance factor is 0.8, which is for blasting, due to blasting. Second, for basalt material, plastic, UCS 50, GSI again 38, Mi 22, disturbance factor 0.8. For second basalt layer, it is material is again plastic, UCS 60, GSI 40, material constant 25, and disturbance factor again 0.8. And for final layer, in which the tunnel actually lies, material is again plastic, UCS 80, GSI 55, material constant of intact rock is 25, and disturbance factor is 0.8. Second most important parameter is particle velocity. As we know, we implement delays for the blast, and also rock is heterogeneous in properties, so we have occurred dissimilar velocities in all directions. So it is very important to measure velocities in all three directions, that is radial, vertical, and transverse. Particle velocity is measured by the use of seismograph instrument. Peak particle velocity is the result of maximum particle velocity happened at particular duration, which will be discussed in a further slide. Factors affecting PPV are as follows. So first one is geological properties of strata. What is the stiffness, elasticity, or fractures, grade condition, etc. Second one is the type and amount of explosive, like which type of explosive we use and what is the amount, like it is emulsion or in powder form or in any other form, and quantity. The third important parameter is distance of seismograph from blast source, that how much we keep seismograph away from the blast source. In our case, we have kept it at a distance of 170 meters. This is the event report of particular blast which I have considered for the analysis, for which this is a radial velocity PPV, this is vertical, and the third one is transverse. I will show you in detail in next slide. We can see here the PPV occurred in positive and negative axis of velocity along the time, and it is considered from 0 to 4 seconds, for which in radial direction we observe the particle velocity is 1.65 mm per second, at time is 0.0283 second. Second vertical velocity we have occurred is PPV is 0.762 mm per second, at time is 0 second. And third is transverse velocity, which is the maximum peak particle velocity in all the direction, that is 2.67 mm per second, at time 0.56 second. Resultant displacement for seismograph. This is to validate my work. Due to blasting, there is a ground displacement which is measured by seismograph uh, in all three directions. As we all know that ground is heterogeneous, that is non-homogeneous and non-isotropic. So resultant displacement is observed to investigate my results. Uh, as we can see, the graph below is the resultant displacement, for which the maximum is 0.0185 mm. This is much lower because the distance of the seismograph from the blast source is comparatively high, that is 170 meter. Model overview. For modeling, I have considered the area of 150 meter by 100 meter from seismograph station away from the tunnel, in which includes the top three strata, that is soil, basalt, and the other second basalt. This is done as the velocity of the source cannot be taken in account. In the figure above, can in this figure we can see that the tunnel and seismograph stations are 1 centimeter apart, and the waves goes on decreasing as the distance increase. We have monitored only horizontal surface. This seismograph station is like this, and we have monitored along the tunnel and across the tunnel, that is perpendicular direction on horizontal axis. In view of analyzing the behavior of vibration due to blast, model was designed at the location from where seismograph was placed. Geology was of 70 meter from surface was considered due to blast vibration. A seismic record of Khambhatki Ghat tunnel was used to model the blast vibration. Total 8 stage was considered for analysis at different time scale. For analyzing the result of dynamic velocity at different time was considered. Displacement along tunnel and perpendicular to tunnel plane was taken into account, and different stages at different interval for the dynamic response has been analyzed. In stage 1, that is no load condition, we can observe that the displacement is 5.71 into 10 to the power minus 5 mm. Even though there is no load applied, uh, we can see in the first graph that it's gradually decreasing. The first point is the location where actual seismograph is kept. And in the second graph, we observe that the maximum displacement is at this point. And this location is also the seismograph location. So we can conclude that even though in along the tunnel alignment or perpendicular to tunnel alignment, wherever the seismograph is kept, the displacement occurs to be maximum. Similarly, in a stage 2 maximum at a time 0.028 second, radial peak particle velocity is maximum, and we total displacement is 0.062. In stage 3, that is time is 0.12 second, maximum displacement occur for which is 0.0202 mm. In next stage, for time 0.24 second, the total displacement is 0.017 mm. Next stage, time is 0.36 second and displacement is 0.04141. At stage 6, that is time 0.48 second, we can see that the total displacement is 0.0143 mm. By analyzing the previous uh, stages, we can observe that the displacement gradually increased to maximum and again increase towards the where the peak particle velocity again appears. Like here in stage 7, there is transverse peak particle velocity, which is the maximum at 0.56 second. We can see that again total displacement increased to 0.016 mm. In next stage 8, that is time 0.60 second, we can see again displacement has gone down after maximum peak particle velocity have achieved, and which will be again reduced. Conclusion. So already discussed earlier that seismograph is kept at a distance 1 centimeter away from blast, and the peak particle velocity was limited to 15 mm per second at that particular location. By analyzing the behavior due to vibration, we can conclude that designated blast PPV maximum value is 2.67 mm per second, which was within the permissible limit. By analyzing the behavior of the result, it is observed that PPV time may not always give the maximum displacement, as observed was 0.02 mm at 0.12 second. When the model was compared to actual ground condition, difference observed was in displacement was 7.5%, which may occur due to heterogeneity, anisotropy, discontinuity, and other geological conditions. Study constraints. First, rock science RS3 is suitable for dynamic modeling, for which input parameter must always be in form of force, displacement, velocity, or acceleration. RS3 does not incorporate with blast parameters like quantity of explosive, number of holes, maximum charge per delay, which have significant role in blast-induced vibration. Third, particle velocity at tunnel phase had not been utilized, as the instrument cannot be placed near the face. These are certain references which I have used. Thank you.